Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Better Call Saul. Last time on Better Call Saul, we had fun and games where, let's see what all happened. Gus had to head down south to smooth things over with Don Eladio and Don Juan because of the accusations by Don Hector. And yeah, they were smoothed over because, well, Hector didn't have any evidence that Gus did anything to Lalo, so yeah. Then he went back home, decided that he was going to resume construction on the lab because, I mean, there's nothing really stopping him now. And then he did go out for a couple glasses of wine and thought about maybe getting things on with one of the I don't know what his job is, wine guy at the wine place. I'm very cultured. But then he decided against it. So, could be a number of reasons. Which we speculated last time. Jimmy and Kim were going to go about their normal lives. However, Kim could not take it anymore and completely disbarred herself. And then she moved out. And yeah, that was pretty much it for Kim. She left, and then hard cut to the era of Breaking Bad, where we have Saul Goodman in the old, the constitutional hall that we're used to. And yeah, we have basically caught up to Breaking Bad. But we got 4 episodes left, which is interesting. But one thing we do know, we got to go see our old buddy Gene at some point. So, and I'll be honest, I can see the thumbnail for the episode here on Amazon, and yeah, that's just Gene, so it happens. It's okay. Don't see any spoilers on it, though, so that's the important thing. Anywho, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Better Call Saul. Here we go. Back in black and white.
Marion, how's it going?
Could be worse. Brain's still working.
Is it a pastrami day?
Yeah, 1 1/4 pounds.
You got it.
Not 1.5 pounds. You overshot last time.
Oh, now I heard
What do we have here?
that Carol Burnett was actually going to be in this at some point. Is this Carol Burnett? You will excuse me that I'm unfamiliar. See, like I said, I'm very cultured. Oh.
Need some help?
I'm fine.
Gene?
Maybe just a little push.
Well, if you're sure you don't mind.
Happy to help.
You know, I don't think this is Gene. I think this is Slippin' Jimmy. Where last we saw him, he was gonna deal with that Jeff guy.
What in the world?
So now he's gonna push her all the way home. Oh boy. Man, so this is it, by the way. This is our last intro, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no, the intro died. The intro just died on us. That's it. Is that Jeff? That's not Jeff. Don't look like Jeff. Oh my god, even the credits are in black and white now. Oh my god, it only had Bob Odenkirk in a credit. Everyone else is out.
Ma?
In the kitchen, Jeffy.
That is not the same actor. What happened to Jeff? What? Like, am I insane? That's not the same guy.
Have you ever driven anyone famous?
Oh, we sure did. Tell him, Jeffy.
He told her about
Sammy Hagar.
Oh, okay.
No, the Red Rocker. Hey, I love him. Hey,
I mean, he's
can't
definitely
drive.
confused.
55.
Oh, hell yeah.
What was he like? Big tipper?
Now that I know.
I guess.
Ta-da! Gene's staying for dinner.
Meh. This is what it's like, motherfucker.
You want in the game? The game? What
The game.
The game.
The
The
game.
one you've been watching your entire life. But here you are, Jeffy, standing outside with the suckers. Trying to pay off that cab, sweating the bills. You're getting older. It's so close, but damn it, you just can't get in until now.
You're getting much older.
I can make it
So much
happen.
older, we had to get a different guy.
You? Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman. Ah, man. This is a good old-fashioned slip. Oh, was that a wedding ring? Oh, no. Duh, that's the Saul Goodman ring. So fucking stupid, man. Man, this is how you know he's back. I love that they made sure to keep this in black and white. Like, even though that now this is the main focus of the episode, they were like, no, we have to keep it black and white. It's for all the people who won't watch black and white shit.
Yeah, I remember you.
Get a lawyer!
Nick, do I detect Cinnabons?
Yeah.
Christ almighty, get him in here.
Meh.
I'm sorry about the lawyer thing. Just slipped out.
Meh. A lot of things slipping today.
Free country?
I haven't had one of these in forever. Watching the way slang.
But every now and then.
Well, no harm, right?
Amen. It's an interesting way of doing it. I normally unravel it.
The game.
Meh.
What the hell is wrong with those guys?
How hard can it be?
Meh.
Well, you can't win when Martinez plays like that.
Martinez?
This is me
What's up
talking to
with him?
sports people.
Next week, Oklahoma State.
The Yokies.
Hey.
Is
Represent.
what we call.
I don't like that the singer of this song is named Lalo. I feel like that's intentional. But good. Means I get to add something to the list. Now this is a Better Call Saul montage. Oh, they already know. Oh, he even won over Nick. Yeah, look, I love a good cinnamon roll, but every day might be a bit too much, man. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Oh, is he looking for a suit?
All right, we ready? And grab your bag and go.
Oh, it's Jeff.
That's it, move.
Oh, they're
Go,
like
go, go,
practicing
go,
a
go,
robbery.
Put on these suits and run.
Why do I gotta run around like an asshole?
I already told you. 3 minutes. Got it? That's our window.
Yeah, but why 3 minutes?
That's how long the
at
guy can
3
be
minutes,
distracted.
That's when security sees you on the cameras and the cops haul your ass to jail. All right, so let's go.
Wait, there's cameras?
Sure, there's
Of
cameras.
course there are
They erase
cameras.
the tapes every 72 hours. What don't you know?
Don't know about
Just this whole
this.
thing. It seems crazy.
Is this too hot for you? Just say so. You know what? Screw it. Crazy. I'll tell you what's crazy. 50-year-old high school chemistry teacher comes into my office. The guy is so broke, he can't pay his own mortgage. 1 year later, he's got a pile of cash as big as a Volkswagen. That's crazy.
Meh.
I'll do
Yeah.
it. Are you in or out?
It's you who's out, Solly. Out of your mind.
If you promise me that Ricky will get back here by 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'll hold the box overnight.
You would do that? Oh my God, you're a lifesaver. What's your name again?
Kathy.
Kathy? Yeah, my guy will be there. 10 a.m. on the dot with flowers.
Well, flowers won't be necessary. But thanks for the thought.
Oh.
No. Thank you.
Thank you. Sucker. Yeah, they're waiting for him.
484 yards. That's a freshman record.
Wow. You know what? I love that kid.
Hey, if he and Kenny keep it up, I think they still got a shot.
Oh, your lipstick.
You know what? These sports references probably tell us what year this is, but heck if I know. I love how Jeff always wears the same sweater.
Linen shirts
Like,
for free. 1,
wear a mask at least, you know?
4 cashmere sweaters out the door.
Like, even if, like, the tapes will be erased, put a mask on, man. Just in case. Also, just don't do this, in general.
10 calfskin briefcases for men.
That had to have been fun to film, you know? Just this dude running around and saying weird shit.
12 luxury pumps to one shelf.
I mean, I guess you don't want him to get caught because he'll just say that Gene is Saul.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I can remember every stitch of clothing I was wearing during that game, but ask me what I had for dinner last night and clean slate.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I wonder if this has all been in real time.
Well, I tell you, if you're not passing the ball, that's what's going to happen.
This can't work, can it? Whoa!
You okay?
Wrong pipe. That was a slip and a half, too.
Guess I like tradition. So good.
He's not getting up.
Centered. Just amazing. Wow.
What am I doing? What? Look at me. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Gene.
This is what you're going for? The old Walter White move? Dude, get up!
I got no one.
Oh, this is what you're going with?
My parents are dead.
Oh.
My brother.
Oh.
My brother is dead.
Oh.
I,
Now it's getting real.
no wife.
Ow.
Gene, buddy. No, I'm sure that you mean a lot to
Is he getting up finally?
lots of people.
If I died tonight, my landlord would
He's getting
pack
up.
my stuff. It'd take him 3 hours. And Cinnabon
Landlord?
would just hire a new manager. Mean who? Poof. I'd be gone. I'd be
You get going, man.
a ghost.
Oh no, he got out of there.
I'm so sorry. You didn't need to hear any of that.
No, that's okay. No, that is okay.
Okay, he got out of there. Thank God.
Everybody has bad days.
You felt like this?
No.
No.
Not me, but
No.
Well, thanks so much for listening.
yeah, no problem.
Man, he had to get real though. As soon as he got to his brother, and it's like, ah. hid there all night?
Theft from an interstate shipment, up to 10 years. Transportation of stolen goods, another 10 years. Sale of stolen goods, 10 years. Conspiracy to commit a federal crime.
Oh, conspiracy? It was your idea.
Yeah. It's called mutually assured destruction. So, if I go down, you go down.
Okay.
You don't have to threaten us. We're all friends here.
Gene Takovec, you never heard of him. The Cottonwood Mall, you don't go there. You see me coming, you cross to the other side of the street.
Dude.
Now I need you to say it. We're done.
Come on.
This is what he
Say
can
it.
never get
We're
out of Walt.
done. Say it.
Our business is concluded.
We're done.
He fell in with a bad crowd back in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, huh? Never been.
Lucky you. But things are so much better for Jeffy here. Even more so now that he knows you. You're a good influence, Gene.
You're not gonna believe this, but he was with a family the whole time, just a few blocks away.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, he's in great shape. So, after all that, a happy ending.
Yay. After all that. Man, I'm worried something's gonna happen, because this can't just leave off on a good note for Saul Goodman. Looks like a shirt Tuco might wear. That's it. God. All the credits are in black and white. I love that. Hey, a quick warning before the discussion starts. I originally interpreted the last scene of this episode incorrectly, and my editing hindsight has forced me to make this disclaimer. I fully understand that Gene was looking at the shirt and wishing he could be Saul Goodman again, but I thought of something else. It's not bad, but it's my civic duty to get ahead of the YouTube comments, so yeah. Just wanted to put that out there. Enjoy the discussion. Now, am I crazy? I mean, the significance of that shirt specifically. I mean, it had a tie. But, like, that would be... What other character would wear a sort of, I want to say, extravagant shirt like that, you know? Now, am I missing something? If that can't be it, unless we've, like, circled around now here 60 episodes in, like, this would be a point of, like, oh yeah, he's thinking back on those times, you know? He's thinking back on those times, and what was the first big thing that he dealt with? It was Tuco. That can't... I mean, it could be that, but it could also just be something I'm completely missing, and I will fully accept that I could be missing something with the significance of that shirt, you know? Because it wasn't a suit. It wasn't a suit. That wasn't something that Saul... Oh, excuse me. That's not something that Saul or Jimmy would have worn. You know? So, I don't know. That is interesting. Is definitely interesting. You know the other thing? We still have 3 episodes left. And I'm kind of sitting here like, alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because you could almost see that as the end of the show, you know? And considering where the seasons normally end, they always end at episode 10. So here, that you could honestly look like there's nothing... I feel like there's nothing left now. But there's still 3 episodes left, you know? And yeah, I was right. It's Carol Burnett as Marion. But that was not the same guy that played Jeff. And I mean, this is just so strange that, like... It's so strange that, yeah, it was the only cast member from any of the previous 59 episodes to be in this was Bob Odenkirk, you know? Yeah, that alright, so Don Harvey played Jeff in season 5, and now it's Pat Healy as Jeff, which is strange. So yeah, I honestly don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I don't know why that is. I'm not gonna look at trivia or anything for this episode because I don't want to get any accidental spoilers for the last 3 episodes, but but yeah, honestly, like Gene was kind of the only thing left where it's like, yeah, this is the last thing. Unless, the only thing I can think is, okay, because we all have to be honest with ourselves, at least I have to be honest, that, yeah, and I've said this multiple times, that I knew 2 characters that were going to show up in Better Call Saul. And with 3 episodes left, they still haven't, you know? It was something that just couldn't be avoided, unfortunately. It would have been great to not know, but I no such luck with some things about that, you know? I mean, it's one of those things, like, I look at some channels, and by some channels, I'm going to specifically, like, I'm going to call out Blind Wave, but in a good way, of, I don't know what magic they use to not see spoilers or anything, or announcements or anything like that, but bravo to them. I have to give them that credit, because I don't know how they do that. Whereas me, I'm just your average guy, I guess, you know? I think that it could just be that I get the feeling those guys they just don't go on social media and stuff, you know? Whereas me, I am cursed to have a Twitter account where I talk on Twitter, you know? And so I just, sometimes I see stuff like that. Yeah, I know 2 characters that are going to pop up. So I'm wondering if the end of this episode, it gets Gene Takovic to start thinking about, back in the day. He sees that shirt. I think that's it, is that he sees that shirt, which takes him all the way back to season 1, Takes him all the way back to season 1 with his encounter with Tuco. And he remembers everything, but maybe he's going to start remembering some stuff during Breaking Bad, Maybe that's it. But I mean, otherwise, what else can we do for the next 3 episodes, And it's interesting because you would think that, like, it essentially means that in the flashes we've seen, he hasn't been thinking about that, really. I mean, maybe a little bit, but, now he's going to reminisce, As soon as he puts on that ring, he puts on the ring that Saul Goodman wore, and that moment where he thinks about, my parents are dead, my brother is dead, I don't have a wife, He lost both of his parents. The death of Chuck, which was terrible. Losing Kim, All of this, like, all that suddenly comes flooding back to him. And he sees that shirt. And I think that's it, is that the shirt takes him back to the beginning of season 1, And that would be a good round out for 60 episodes, That's a good round out for 60 episodes. But there's still 3 more. There are still 3 more episodes of Better Call Saul. So that's just, well, I would say it's the icing on the cake, but it's the icing on the cinnamon roll. Alrighty. Gene. Gene bringing out his, honestly, although it's like, oh, he's going back to being Saul Goodman. Honestly, I feel like this is way more Slippin' Jimmy. This is what we saw more of as Jimmy McGill than we saw him as Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad, he had a slip. Now, it's interesting, again, that he didn't want... The goal was not to get Jeff caught. I kind of thought that would be, but that doesn't work because that runs the risk of... It does run the risk of, Jeff saying, hey, I was put up to this by this guy, Gene Takovic. His real name is Saul Goodman, So that would be a problem. It was just a way of getting rid of him, Without that, it's kind of a Mike solution, honestly. There won't be any killing, but your Tuco problem goes away. And man, it's so crazy, again. This is the first episode, then, that doesn't credit Jonathan Banks or Ray Seahorn or anyone else that was in the cast, It was just Bob Odenkirk, But I love... Because, I had heard that Carol Burnett would be in Better Call Saul. And it's an interesting thing, too. It's an interesting thing because they reference her. They reference Carol Burnett. That was the thing with Chuck. It's like, oh, yeah. I can't remember what it was specifically. But whenever, they needed to move on with a scene or something... she would tug at her ear. And he tried doing that at the dinner with Jimmy and Rebecca. But it's interesting because that's such a small reference that Chuck does. It's not like the entire episode was built around that. It's just, a funny reference for that scene. And that led to Carol Burnett being in Better Call Saul, So that's really cool. I really like that. And yes... I will admit to being a person who hasn't seen much of Carol Burnett. I'm one of those guys, although I get the feeling there are other reactors out there who are like that. Unfortunately, I apologize for any of us uncultured reactors. But still, knowing that and knowing knowing that also ties in with that joke, with that scene earlier on, I like that. I can appreciate that, So yeah, Carol Burnett playing Marion, the mother of new Jeff. Again, what happened to the other guy? Now, granted, that other dude was slimy. He was good. I mean, I like the actor. He did a good job, but man, that dude was terrible. But good. He was terribly good, that's the thing. He played Jeff really well, So that's interesting. And now, so Jimmy had this whole thing, and that was clever. That, he figured out where she would be, put that snow trap there, and then specifically cut the cord in order to get to know her, And with this whole thing of his dog going missing, But yeah, bring Jeff into the game, which was the slip. And I love because that's the thing, it's, an iconic thing in Better Call Saul is, the songs that play at the beginning of every season when you see a quick montage of Gene, what Gene is going through. And I like that because they were always, sort of these somber songs because, Gene's in a somber place, he's not in a good place after Breaking Bad, But I like this bringing it back to Better Call Saul, the rest of Better Call Saul, which is this more up-tempo montage of Jimmy doing something, So that was really good. I like that. I really like that. So yeah, he brought the Cinnabons to the security officers there, Frank and Nick, and then just over I'm gonna say a week or so, over like a week or so, he was able to ingratiate himself with Frank. So yeah. So that was good, and he had to learn sports. He had to learn sports. Man, that's some dedication right there, because even if I had the newspaper and I was trying to take notes, like, I just don't know if I would have been able to do that, you know? I'm so not a sports person, but yeah. But he figured that out, and we had, again, that great montage. And then, yeah, the robbery, which was clever, and how they got Jeff in, which was interesting. Now, it does make me wonder, was he supposed to get out through the box? I guess not. I guess the plan was for him to go to and just hide in the bathroom, you know? So yeah. And I love that they planned it all out so perfectly. And like on this, what looked like a frozen river, honestly. It looked like a frozen river that he mapped out exactly, you know, where the store was and everything. And they figured it all out, and he got a lot of stuff, over $5,000 worth of stuff. And then, yeah, while he did that, Gene was stalling Frank. But then, yeah, the slip. There had to be a slip in the slip, which was funny. So yeah, he slipped. And man, he was down for like a minute, you know? He was down, so Gene had to stall. And then yeah, that's that moment, like that was the only thing he could think of, you know? Which it's exactly the same thing that Walt did, which made Hank uncomfortable. So he's like, why don't I get you I'll get you a cup of coffee. Don't worry about it. He goes, and then Walt, you know, plants the bug in his office, you know? So it's a very similar tactic, which is interesting. And then yeah, but then just it's like, oh, you know, he's bringing on this sob story, and it's like, oh, you know, but the problem is it lets on a lot, you know, because it's not entirely a lie. It's like, yeah, he has nobody anymore, and he says his parents are dead. You know, we heard about his dad. We saw his mother die, and then his brother. We know what happened to his brother. We know what happened to Chuck. And then he didn't have a wife. Doesn't have Kim. So even though he was stalling, a lot of that was real, you know? And finally, Jeff got the hell up. Jeff got the hell up and then went in, got the rest of it, and hid. And then, yeah, we had the whole thing of, you know, we are done. Which, again, this is what Saul always wanted. You know, this is what he tried to do multiple times with Walt. And the only time he was able to do it was because, you know, Walt was physically unable to do anything because of his cancer. So he left, you know. We are done. And he made sure that he got him away from the mall, got him away from him, everywhere. Made sure to get him away. So that was a good idea. Instead of trying to get him caught, you just made this specifically to get rid of Jeff, you know, keep him away from you. Because otherwise, yeah, that was pretty dangerous, you know. So that was good. That was good. And then at the end, he sees the shirt, and unless there is another significance that I am missing because I am stupid, which is possible. I miss things sometimes. I'm only human. But a shirt like that specifically, I think that makes him think of Tuco. That takes him all the way back to season 1, you know? I don't know. I'd have to look at what Tuco was wearing, you know? I'd have to look at what he was wearing in that episode, but I think that's supposed to be it, because nobody else on these shows wore shirts like that, you know? So, oh boy. So yeah, that was good stuff, and honestly, yeah, it's like, now I imagine, you know, if they had this be the season finale, it's not quite the exciting series finale, you know? I mean, when you compare it to Felina at the end of Breaking Bad, you know? So, obviously, this was never meant to be the finale, and they always planned the 3 more episodes, but it's just an interesting placement here, especially being episode 10, where the season would normally end in Better Call Saul, you know? But yeah, we've got 3 episodes left, and boy howdy am I excited, but I'm also a little sad, guys, because I really, I'm going to miss this show so much. I really love Better Call Saul, and Breaking Bad, and El Camino. All 3 of these have been so amazing, but I'm excited to see where we are going from here. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Better Call Saul reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Breaking Bad reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.